Hi, and welcome back to Plan 9 Crunch. I'm Joe Gibson. This is Doug Gibson here. And recently we have acquired the Blu-ray extended version with commentary track, but the extended version and the regular version of the film with deleted scenes and all of their special features.
We've watched it three times.
We watched it. You've watched it 3 times. I've watched.
Steve Stones and I watched it too yesterday.
Indeed. So first, we want to talk a little bit about this cover art here. What are your thoughts on it, just first of all?
You tend to have issues with it. I don't think it's bad because I'll tell you why.
Okay.
As badass as Ellen Hunter is in the silent movie, she is explored in more detail in this Eggers film. She is a more central character. So his grotesque hand going over her is wouldn't have been my first choice, but I don't see anything wrong given, what's her name, Lily Rose Depp's deep portrayal of the character. What do you think?
Well, first of all, I agree with that. I'm working on my own further thoughts on this movie. Once I have watched the extended cut and commentary track, I'll put out some more thoughts on the blog and possibly even as a video too. And central to that will also be that I think that Ellen Hunter is better explored in this version and in very deep ways we can analyze. At the same time, it doesn't scream Nosferatu to me, this cover art here. It's just a grotesque hand and a woman.
Yeah.
Nosferatu, his hands are important.
You got to tell me. I won't talk over you, I promise.
No, it's fine. It's fine. What are you going to say?
Well, Nosferatu of the silent film is a very iconic figure. And as good as this 2024 version is, I do not think that, I'm so terrible at names, the actor who plays Nosferatu.
Bill Skarsgård?
Bill Skarsgård. I do not think he's going to reach the same iconic status as Max Schreck did.
I agree with you. I looked up some posters and cover art of versions of the original movie, and they all do show off the striking image of Max Schreck there, full body, with the hands, with the shadow-looking hands, but also just as the entire body.
I was thinking you don't want to do a full-body shot of the Nosferatu in this
No, that
film.
was quite dramatic for us and for Hutter in the movie. But in terms of just like showing just the hand, it doesn't really scream Nosferatu to me. I understand why they're doing it. I don't really know where they're getting it from because the poster and cover art for the 79 version also just has more full body or more headshots for that Nosferatu. And
if you watch Nosferatu 2024, he apparently believes he has made a covenant long ago with her to be his. I don't recall that in the silent one. I don't think it is. I've seen the silent one 50 times.
Yeah, that's not in the silent one.
Yeah. So once again, the main focus of this film, in my opinion, whether we agree or not, is between her and Nosferatu.
Yeah. I have my thoughts about that.
What kind of poster, what kind of art would you like to have?
I don't exactly know. I think that the back of the thing here with the Nosferatu cast a little bit more in shadow. You can see his hands, the bald parts of his head, and the coat. That might be a little bit more what I'm looking for, but I also like having Ellen on the thing.
Okay.
We're not doing too in-depth of document design here, just a few brief thoughts. To also let you know that we have some more stuff coming on our thoughts on Nosferatu 2024.
I wanted to add something. Joe and I both wrote reviews of Nosferatu on plan9crunch.com, and his has twice as many hits as mine. So he is the authorized authority on this.
That's not true.
I'm at best the wingman on it.
You've seen it more times than I have, though.
I know, but you can see I need to see it 8 more times than you to gather the information you have.
That's not necessarily true.
But is there sure there's anything more you want to talk about?
Well, let's just reiterate that this was written for the screen and directed by Robert Eggers. He's doing a very good job in those things. I have my quibbles with the writing, but as I watch the extended cut and find his rationale on the commentary, it might alleviate those or it might not.
I'm going to add a couple things. Watching it yesterday, I tried to look at William Dafoe's character.
Yeah.
And the night before, I'd watched Mississippi Burning with William Dafoe. And watching Nosferatu made me realize how old I am now. Okay, but in his portrayal, he alternates between studious, intellectual, and the lunatic that got him thrown out of the university. And there's one scene in particular I was thinking about is he's dancing almost maniacally before he pours all the gasoline on Canoc's grave and everything. And I also like the fact that there was an absolute conspiracy, for lack of a better term, between him and Ellen, that, you know, they kept the news deliberately away from the doctor and what's Ellen Hunter's
Thomas Harker
Thomas,
and Dr.
yeah.
Severs.
Yeah, he knows all this stuff. It rolls off. Those are just a couple observations I had about the film. I appreciated more Defoe's performance after watching it again.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand a bit more of where they're coming from with him, because as I realized upon my recent rewatch, he kind of does resemble Nosferatu in some ways. He has the mustache, he has the hat, he has the thing, and the people are finding him in an environment. When Hutter first sees Nosferatu, it's in a room where he's dimly lit, and then he goes over there to him. The same thing happened with Severs and Friedrich Harding when they find von Franz, Willem Dafoe in the film. Willem Dafoe has cats, Nosferatu has dogs and wolves that he keeps. There's something that I'm going to come to a conclusion on soon once I watch the thing. It's going to be in my further thoughts. Something is there to make them foils to each other that I have to come to the bottom of. Sorry.
One more thing I'll say is, watching it again, Skarsgård's Nosferatu, if this can even be imagined, and I don't really like this 79 one other than Isabella Jenny, so we can talk about that later. But Skarsgård's Nosferatu is much more viscerally aggressive. He's in your face type of guy, demanding. I mean, he's telling Ellen, I'm going to kill all these people, you know, and stuff like that. I don't want to give too much away to the plot, but he reminded me a little bit, this might be totally in left field, of Lon Chaney's Dracula as being more physically of a presence than Bela Lugosi was.
Oh, I'm thinking about that.
And I'm trying to think, is Skarsgård even more physical a presence than Max Schreck, or is Max Schreck just this ghoul, otherworldly type of person? You can take it from there.
When you think about a physically active character, I keep thinking of the naked warlock grinding on Thomas.
Maybe I should say aggressive.
Aggressive.
Aggressive. Skarsgård seems to be more aggressive. Remember, the way he's just belittling, just being bullying to Thomas when he first meets him.
That is true, yeah.
I don't remember Max Schreck. Max Schreck certainly was scary as heck, but I don't remember him using. And you can say, okay, they're talking here, but they do have intertitles for the silent movies, and I just don't. I think him as being more of an aggressive dude or vampire.
Yeah. I'll keep that in mind. That seems to be tenable. Yeah.
And also, you know, we've debated so often about how he looks, you know, what he wears, but that's for another time if we want to, again.
Yeah. The mustache is growing on me. I still have my things about it, but it's not the worst thing in the world by any means.
Okay. I want to show people these little buttons.
Okay, these are buttons.
Okay. Oh, they're planned on crunch buttons. We're trying to get them around. Okay, they might go for sale someday. Although these ones probably won't, because they can't make very many of these rectangular ones. But Joe, show them. They have smaller right here.
We got smaller little round ones.
Yeah.
We're working on this stuff. Don't expect too much merch too soon
Steve
from us.
Stones, who is part of Planned on Crunch, he doesn't get nearly as many of these videos as we'd like him to be, has created these buttons.
It's always a treat to have him in the videos when he can, though. He's
Yeah.
very busy with his own schedule.
Okay, Joe.
Well, this is a little bit of a more disorganized thing, but let us know if you like this kind of format. And that's a wrap.
Thank you.